Alrighty, what we got going on today is, as you can tell by this rim, with all the metal shavings and everything and rust, that I'm definitely needing some rear brake pads on this MK4 Jetta TDI. I don't usually let my stuff get this bad. Winter in Ohio can be brutally cold, and when it's cold outside you don't feel like working on your car, so I kept driving it most of the winter with the brakes grinding. Obviously it's metal to metal, there's no pad left, but that's what we're going to work on today. I'll show you what I got. I ended up going power stop everything, got everything off Rock Auto, drilled and slotted rotors, and the premium pads. It seems like these MK4 Jettas, I think in the 100,000 miles I've put on this car, I think I've probably put 3 sets of pads on it. I figured while I was there, I'd throw a set of cheap Chinese shock absorbers on there. But yeah, I'll work on that, and I'll bring you back with some updates and stuff. But first thing I'm going to do is zip this wheel off. I got my wheel key, my lug key, and then a 19mm, and I'll slap it on that Milwaukee impact and zip them off and get the car jacked up. Another quick tip, especially in Ohio, if you anti-seize everything should come off pretty easy with electric impact or a battery powered impact. See, anti-seize. Look how screwed up the back side of this rim is, where all the metal shavings, where it was metal to metal, got on the rim and rusted. I like these wheels too. These are, everybody asks me on my channel what wheels these are. These are XXR 530 wheels. Metal to metal. Yeah. I think the first thing you want to do is disconnect that park brake cable, and I'm pretty sure it's a 15mm wrench. Hold this. Might be a 16. I'll double check on that and bring it. Tell you when I get the caliper off. Now to get this parking brake cable off is pretty easy. It goes in through like this. Comes through the side there and latches on, that ball goes on top. All you gotta do is, on this 2003, remove this clip. The clip holds it like this. Pull that off. Use your screwdriver to move this ball out from the side. You should be able to just pull it through like that. That's how you remove the parking brake cable. That is a 15mm wrench. Goes on there, and then probably like a 14 or 13. I have to double check. So 15mm wrench, 13mm. Got to put that wrench on there to keep that inside deal from spinning. And then once you get it loose, you can take it off by hand. Same for on the bottom. There's another one right here. Alright, I got the caliper off and out of the way. You will have to decompress this piston. Now there's a special tool that you put on a 3/8 ratchet, and then it allows the pressure to push in and turn clockwise to decompress this caliper. I've always used channel locks and a C-clamp. It's a little bit the harder way, but I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. But as you can see, the pads are toast. Backside and everything is, they're shot. But to get these caliper bracket off, you got 2 bolts right here to get the rotor off. And it's an 8mm Allen head. So that's what you'll need to take that off. So as you can see, the inside of the pad is totally toast on that deal. There's your 2 caliper mounting bracket bolts. 8mm Allen head. And also you got this screw right here that keeps the rotor from turning off the hub. Most times these are stripped out, but I always made sure this was anti-seized real good. As you can see, mine comes out fine because I always kept everything's coated in anti-seize. Take that off. There goes the freaking rotor. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely good. I need to clean up all in here and everything. Rear wheel bearings, I've never done it on this thing's almost got 265,000 miles. Then basically after you clean everything out and start putting it all back together, you just the brake job works pretty easy. This part will be kind of a pain in the butt with me because I ain't got the tool. But this is definitely not the right way to do it. You see how I got it set up? I got the C-clamp pushing in, and then as I'm doing it, it's going to be hard to show on camera, but I got my left hand down here, and I got my channel locks up here, and I'm turning it as I'm tightening it with my left hand, because you got to push in and clockwise to depress or to compress this piston without that tool. It's just easier to go get the tool. I've always done it this way because I've just been too lazy to go get it, and every time I do this job I forget that I don't have it. But yeah, so that's how you do that. C-clamp, you gotta use 2 hands, left hand down here tightening as you're turning with the channel with your right hand, or vice versa if you're left-handed. And then there, got the caliper piston already compressed all the way. So now I should be able to put the new pad, the new rotor on, and put it all back together. I think while I'm here, I'm also going to do this shock. I think this is a 16mm. I can freaking find it. Let's see if it's a 16. Yeah, it's 16 down here, and then I don't know what the heck this is, 16 or 17. Yeah, 16 up here. So these 2 16s and 16 down here, you should be able to pull the shock out, and I'll show you how to put the new one on. Say what you want about my anti-seize technique, but I anti-seize the crap out of everything. Living in Ohio, working on this stuff, you don't screw around. If metal to metal is touching, anti-seize it. Also with these drilled and slotted rotors, they're directional. So your new rotor will come and tell you what side to put the rotor on. So obviously this is passenger side rear, so don't get those confused. new rotor on. Like I said, they're directional. If they're drilled and slotted, it'll tell you which side to put them on. Put the caliper bracket back on and put the new pads on. And then you're supposed to use that caliper slide grease the ends. Like I said, I already compressed the piston on the caliper. Grease them slides and put your new pads on. Two bolts up top, 16 millimeter at the bottom. Two up there, one down there. You should be able to pull everything out. Swap out this mount, pull this dust cover off, 17 millimeter. Just put it on the impact and zipped it off. You should be able to slide it up off. I'll do it off camera. So after you get it off, there's the old one, and you swap it with the new one. That's everything put back together. New shock. Emergency brake cable put back on. And new pads and rotors. Not a super in-depth video, but you get the gist. If you're mechanically inclined, you should be able to follow this video and do most of the stuff. And we'll do the other side.